Hello and welcome Dragon Lords and Ladies for today's episode of How Good Is. Today we're going to take a look at Keybinds. You will find them by clicking on this icon down here or by pressing escape. That should work as well. If you are in this screen, then press escape. And then you will go down to controls and you will click that. Here you have all the keybinds and whatnot for this game. And it is kind of important to have it set up for something that you would like to know. So mouse click 0 is your right click. And this is basically how you will attack with your dragons. As you can see, I have already modified it so I don't have Q for a second attack. I just don't feel I needed a second key for that. Instead I have it down here, as you can see, but we'll come to that later. W I have as normal for dragon's second attack. This is as you can see, the basic attack and second attack for the dragon. This is then the first attack for your weapon. That's normally in the fourth spot or something like that. And then I have modified this for Q because I find this much more reliable with having all spells at the same key or at least close. So I have modified mine number 2 weapon slot stuff whenever I want to attack with Q. I find that much better. But I don't know if you like that. You probably want what you normally have. And how to fly should probably not be, because you most of the time just fly with your mouse, your left key of course. And then as with spells I have modified mine as well, but that's basically because yeah, that's how I like it, with number 1 being A instead and number 2 spell being D. I don't recall what the default is, but I find this much more better because then they are closer to my Q, W and E spells. Potion are long gone, so I haven't really modified those, but if I should, I will probably use something like Z or X and something like that, I suppose. Upgrading your skill point in a combat is a key to get them out fast instead of pressing that plus. So here you will have your primal attack that will be upgrade your skill over here, your main attack, and by doing that you will simply press 1 on your key. To upgrade your W attack you will press 2. To upgrade your first weapon attack you will press 4, and your number 5 skill, like your second weapon skill, would then be number 5, and then your body to upgrade your dragon would be number 3. I think they are good numbers and already a good place, so I wouldn't change that. And instead you should remember this and start using it more if you don't in a combat. Because in a match it's really important to just upgrade your stuff as soon as you get them to get the upper edge in that combat. So if you already know what you want to upgrade, then hit the key and upgrade your stuff as soon as you can. It's really important and will, as I told you, give you the upper hand. T for teleporting home. That's only for combat point. A capture point map. That this spell, you can always change that to R if you want to have it closer to you if you like. And that's more or less it. Then you have of course left mouse to click to move, and so on. And I don't know if a lot of you know it, but there's this key down here that once you have auto aim on, that means having this here, click it off so you don't have legacy control. This thing here will target the closest, as you can see. You can always change this key, but I find tap tagging to be okay. Basically it means the closest mob you have, or enemy, or minion, or tower, whatever that is closest to you. If you press space you will automatically target that target. that is closest to you at that second. So yeah, it's a really important thing to do if you are about to kill someone and then fly away from them, and then there's another close to you, but you're still aiming on that's far away. You should press space or whatever you want to keybind it to. So that's really important to know. Another thing is you can select the enemy by simply clicking them. That means if we say this was a combat and I wanted to attack this, I would click this. Or if I wanted to attack another one, I should then click another one to get them as target. And then we have a lot of joystick, and I don't really think I will get into that because I don't use steps. I haven't used this yet, so I have no clue what button on the joystick they are talking about, so I can't really talk about them. But if you use the joystick, I would recommend that if you want to change something, then do it in this keybind stuff. It's really important to have a good feeling about your dragons. So yeah, let's take it for a spin in combat so I can show you what the different keybinds do and so on. A side note before we get into combat. This will then be my A key, and this will be my D key with spells. I normally just put my best spell on rank 2 here, and then rank 1 here. But that's just me. So yeah, if you like to have your first spell here, and your second spell here, you can always have that. But I just find it's cooler to have the strongest spell on this side, and then a weaker version of it here. But yeah, that's all up to you. Just a simple note. A side note, once you modified your key, the stuff up here would not be right. I don't know if that's something that will change in the future, but just to make sure that your key really works and the stuff that you see there is wrong. Just that side note to note. Yeah. So yeah, in combat, as we were talking about, pressing space would then change target. And here, as you can see, there's those number here, 1, 3, 4, 5. That's because there's a level limit to this one, else it would be saying 2 here. And as you can see, it's really important that you know what you will upgrade. If I want to upgrade that, I shouldn't press this, I should simply press number 4 on my keyboard. Just to get this beam instead. And this will then, yeah, let's just upgrade number 5. And as you can see here again, Q, W, and E, R, that's not how I have it, or at least some of them are wrong. As I don't have Q here, Q for me would then be this ability, as you can see, Q. So there's this to note. And then for attacking main, I only have my mouse attack, and then E for this beam, and then W for my shield, and so on. Q to be, yeah. But yeah, you guys get it, I suppose. And basically it's just remember to upgrade your stuff as soon as you can, keep yourself alive, fly into stuff. And then if I want to upgrade the bottom, just my body like this one here, not pressing this, just focus on pressing 3. Now let's try get into a combat again. That's not that close to dying. So I can show you guys that clicking stuff will target them and so on. And how a spacebar works. So as you can see, I'm now close to this ankle NPC, or this Dragon Lord coming. So as I press space, I will target him. And if I get too far away and press space, I'll then target a new one. So it's really important to know who you want to focus, fly to them, and then simple press spacebar to target a new one. Another thing, as we were talking about, is simple clicking the player, like here, as you can see, I'm clicking on them with my left key. Basically, I can click whoever I want to target. And if I was close to them like this and press space, it will then target this one, because it's closest. As you can see, it will never target the other one because this one is closest. I'm just spamming spacebar at the moment, as you can see. And now this one is closest. So, yeah, that's really important to know your keybinds for that to be effective in the combat. And again, using your skill to soak some damage. But yeah, that's more or less it. A thing I forgot to mention was probably a keybind about the map clicking. Let's find that.
An enemy obelisk has been destroyed.
Yeah, we have that here. Ping minimap. So you could basically change this to any key you want. And then, yeah, I don't know, I'm just too used to holding Alt down and then either right or left click on the keyboard. Basically what this map means is that in a PvP matches I want people to, let's say, move to this location, I'll hold Alt down and then left or right click. Oh, it only works for left, it seems. It's weird why it says like right then. But yeah, if you change that to some other key, I don't know what key you would use, S? I don't know. But if you then change it, then you can use whatever you want and then click the map to warn your teammates where you wanna go.
One of our obelisks is under attack.
But yeah, I suppose this round up this first demonstration of this playlist about how good it is. And then, as this title goes, keybinds. It's essential. It will make your gameplay way better. So, yeah. Focus on what the keys are, modify them to your liking, and you'll be much better in this game, maybe. So yeah, that's more or less what I have to tell you guys for this episode. See you guys, and good luck modify the game to your liking.